Hello everybody, welcome back to F1 Manager 24, and it's the final episode of Season 1 of this save, and it has been great fun. I really hope you've been enjoying it as well. I have absolutely loved this, the end of Season 1 of Series 2 of Brawn. But yeah, we've got Qatar, which we're going to simulate, going to sim through that one, and then come back for Abu Dhabi. These are the final two races of the season. There is still a few things to play for. I think we've got lots of money on the line. There's different rankings to play for. As you can see, we're 50, no we're not, we're 48 points or something, 47 points, 47 points? I can't do the maths. Something like that, 40 something points ahead of Aston Martin, so plenty to play for. Daniel Ricciardo is 7th in the table, not going to be catching Oscar Piastri, unlikely to be caught by Fernando Alonso, but we'll have to wait and see. And in the old pit stop tracker, we are 9th, nowhere near Williams, probably not going to lose out to Kick Sauber unless something goes horribly wrong. We've got to the point where with two races to go, we've got 21.8 million in the bank, which is lovely, and we actually have $17 million left in our cost cap as well, which is mightily impressive. We've actually got nothing we need to buy either. So we're going to go 12th for Daniel Ricciardo, 17th or higher for Oliver Bearman, who has the 6th best car on the grid. We'll simulate all of this, and then we'll be back for the final race of the season at Abu Dhabi. So with the race in Qatar simulated and done, another great success for us, to be honest. If you look here, Daniel Ricciardo 5th, and Oliver Bearman 7th. Very nice indeed. Good point hauls for the team. Really good. In the sprint race, Daniel Ricciardo got us a point, I think, maybe 2, and Oliver Bearman just missed out on a point. But yeah, lovely stuff. Some really good work from the team. And we head to the final Grand Prix of the season. We actually have some updates as well. The underfloor's done, chassis done, driver development. Oliver Bearman is getting a lot better, which is really good. We may need to just try increase his adaptability and his accuracy. So let's have a look at Oliver Bearman here. Training, is that one? Yeah, so adaptability and accuracy we're looking for. Is there anyone that does both? Adaptability's in there. There you go. Short runs in pace. So that's what we're going to do. Although 89, 89, 86, 84. Yeah, so that one is the better one for him to do at the moment, which is absolutely lovely stuff. Driver changes. Next year's drivers, Daniel Ricciardo is secured to 2026, Oliver Bearman 2027. We've got, here we go, you can see everyone we're signing here. So we've got William Brand is secure until 2024. Okay, that's wrong. Secure until 2027. Bortoletto, we've got Antonio Testa coming 2028. Bianca Bustamante is coming till 2027. Isaac Hajar till 2027. And Maya Woog as well. So lots of affiliates joining. Absolutely superb. Staff changes. I'm pretty sure we've secured everyone down for at least one more season, which we have. The Qatar feature race, Jack Crawford won it. Well done. Isaac Hajar, who's joining us, got 2nd. And yeah, we're done. So with the season ending, we are no longer allowed to design or manufacture any new car parts until next year. You'll notice our warehouse has been cleared out. This is because any parts that we design this year will be invalid for next year. Okay, that's not bad. Well, hopefully they haven't been completely cleared out, because we need to put some new bits on the car just for this race. There we go. Good. We do have enough of those left in, thank God. I don't know if that means, can we do more research, or are we going to run out of time? We've done 3 chassis projects. We're doing a 3rd front wing now. We've done 3 rear wings, 1 side pod, 3 underfloors, and 2 suspensions with another one happening. So can we do, we don't have any of that stuff. Engine cooling's taken a huge hit, isn't it, as are these. So let's just try this, and let's just see. We can put 3 engineers on that for 28 days for $1 million. It's letting us do it, so we'll give that a go. We've actually got 6 people on the suspension. Yeah, 6, 3, and 1. That is absolutely fine. Last little bit of research for next year's car then. So the training schedule for the pit. What are they doing? They're doing drills to see how they get on here. They're going to be weary, so let's put them on a little bit of rest. Oh, that was rest. We'll put them on rest. I think we'll just get them rested, nicely rested before this. Maybe hit the gym for 1 day. And then, well, how does this, if we go cumulative, are they... So they're going to be in the fatigue. So let's give them a morning off, and then they can do a pit stop drill. Let's go pit stop drill general. Can we do general? I think there's a general. I've been doing this the whole season. Balance, that's what I was looking for. So, yeah, that's it makes them a little bit less tired on race day. And then we've got all of this time. And do you know what we're going to do here? We're going to focus in the gym. Everything is about the gym at the end of the season because that is what makes them agile and fast and allows them to reduce their pit stop time. So, I've actually been managing it really manually throughout the season. This is probably the first time you've seen it, but I've been making sure we've actually been having these quite often on a plus on all of them. So I do think we're entitled to hit the gym at the end of the season to just make sure that they are reducing their time as much as possible to, or no, they're not reducing their time in pit stops. They're just being as physical and as flexible as possible, because gym would include yoga, Pilates, all that good stuff that I don't do, that I really should do. That is what they're doing here. So if we go gym, it's a bit annoying, isn't it, that you have to do this? You can't just select put them all as gym. Oh, that's pit stop. Let's chuck one pit stop drill in there on balance. We'll chuck a couple of pit stop drills in there, won't we? Let's go for that, and then we'll go gym. I mean, there's plenty. They can work on Christmas Day. I'm not fussed. It's a game. Obviously, if I did have a company, I wouldn't make them work on Christmas Day. But we are making them work on Christmas Day and through the whole of December. So they're not getting a break. Ron Meadows isn't getting a break. The crew are working very, very hard through December. Right, let's get to race day. And we'll go and do practice. And we'll be back for qualifying for the final race of the F1 season, which will be very exciting indeed. The suspension research is complete. Didn't I literally just start that? Didn't I? What did I just... Oh, no, side pods is what I just started. Well, maybe we got time to get another one in there then. 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 3. Okay, so let's get a rear wing in here. We haven't got any ATR stuff left, so let's just put a rear wing focusing on nothing but what is getting the penalty of the 10%. So, yeah, I think we go for airflow sensitivity. For everyone, we've got 29 days. Won't reach completion date. That's the message I was worried about. So I wonder if we very quickly then, could we be cheeky here and say, no, so what we can do then, 6 is the most we've got. So we can just get these ones done a little bit quicker. We'll put another one on there. Just reduce it by a few days. And that will be good. Okay, we'll do practice, back for qualifying. So, practice done. We are heading into qualifying. I've put the good car parts in the car for the final time this season. We are heading to qualifying, a standard qualifying. None of that nonsense with sprints and things like that. But, yeah, the cars are looking good. To be fair, the cars have been very good all season. We're happy with the performance and how the drivers have done, how the car has been working as well. And... yeah, I think we've turned this around. I think next year is going to be very interesting to see where our research puts us, because we have focused quite a lot on negating the impacts of the regulation changes, which is different. Normally, I just focus on what's going to make the car cheese it and be a bit quicker than normal. But this year, I think I've balanced the two quite well, and we've all like your comments has helped and stuff and things like that as well. And it's just, honestly, this is just such a fun game. I just absolutely love this game. It really does tick all the boxes for me. And yeah, really enjoying it. Ollie Behrman just hit a little bit of traffic, but Daniel Ricciardo is going to get a nice tow from Ollie Behrman there. And we're okay. 4th and 5th with Ollie Behrman going faster. There you go. That's not something we see every day. But we should be okay with that. I don't think we need to go out again. Yeah, very safely through to Q2 there. No worries. If we match that, we'll be in Q3. So I'm really not too concerned about this, because the real racetracks or proper racetracks, a bit like this, that are designed for racing, do give you more windows to get out and do proper qualifying. Like, it's the street circuits that generally can cause you a lot of issues in terms of timing it right to get out onto the track, as Daniel Ricciardo sets a 1:22.1. Ollie Behrman is not too far from 3/10 of his teammate, not bad. So sending both of them out just to do their out laps now, starting their flying laps here. Ricciardo hit Hamilton at not the best time, but it should be An improvement. Ricciardo up to 3rd. Lovely. Ollie Bearman crosses the line, stays 7th. So Bearman might be in trouble. But who could go quicker? Russell could potentially go. Sonoda has been quick. His Power Rivera tells him it's a monster pace. There is a yellow flag there. But I think we should be okay. Stroll, Russell potentially. Piastri, actually, Thing, who is below us. I don't know. This could be close, actually. This could be close for Bearman. 9th, 10th. He's through by the skin of his teeth. He is through. Both drivers into Q3. At the moment, it's Lando Norris in P1. So, yeah, let's crack into Q3 and get this one done. As I said, it's been a fantastic season. I've absolutely loved it. Loved the game. Loving it. Like, I think the Frontier have done a really good job. Yes, it's very buggy, but they fixed the bugs quite quickly, as Ollie Bearman's going to be in a fantastic position here to set a lap. He's got all the free air he could want. A 122.4. Stroll goes quicker with a 122.2. And Ricciardo goes quickest with even then, but Verstappen and Norris have just beaten him to pole position. Yeah, we haven't had a single pole position. Actually, maybe we had one in the rain. But we've never had like a proper pole position, is what I'd call it. Still no podiums. Obviously, I messed up in Italy, which probably cost us quite a lot. And yeah, there's been some errors on my part with strategy, and that's what's cost us getting mega points and podiums. But we're not far off it, which bodes well for next season with all the research we've been doing. As Ricciardo stays 4th, Bearman will be 10th because Perez will improve. So always a red flag. There's a red flag, and this could suit Ricciardo. As long as it's not Ollie Bearman that's crashed, then I don't mind. But this could suit Ricciardo. If the suspension is ended, it is. Daniel Ricciardo goes 4th. It was Carlos Sainz that caused the red flag. So we'll be starting 4th on the grid. So for the final time, let's get into the strategy then. It is saying that one, but not by a lot. It matches that and that. So I'm wondering, can we push on there, get on the softs a little bit earlier? Yeah, look at that, 2 seconds quicker. If we do that, we may even be able to extend this soft. Can we really push? 3 seconds quicker? What if we get on the mediums and push the 4 seconds quicker? Look at this. Look at this. We're making free time here. Where's the first bit with 4 seconds? That's what we're going to go with. End on the softs, push the hards. And Ollie Bearman, yeah, so it's saying this one here. So push the mediums, get on the hards. That was quicker there, but probably get on those softs a bit quicker as well to allow us to get on those hards a little bit quicker. Or do we go on the hards there? Can we push them? No, we can't. So we go with that for Ollie Bearman. Both drivers are going to end on the softs. It's a very quick strategy here. Daniel Ricciardo starting probably much higher than he should, up in 4th. Well, not much higher. I mean, 7th is normally, I'd say, oh, I've gone the wrong way, would be his average, wouldn't it? I'll let a lot of you are shouting at the chat then, being like, bloody hell, Dave, why are you telling him to be easy off the line? We want to push hard off the line. That's what we always want to do. And then underfuel the car. 4 laps for Daniel. 3 laps for Ollie. And here we go. Into the final race of the season at Abu Dhabi at Yas Marina. Very excited by this one. Start at sunset. Look at everyone lining up there. Is that a gap? Looks like a big gap there in front of that Mercedes at the back. But it's lights out. We're away. And Daniel Ricciardo starting in 4th. Can he find something special in the last race of the season? I mean, he's up into 3rd. Straight away getting up the inside of Fernando Alonso. Lance Stroll doing really well in qualifying as well, putting that car 6th. But it's going to be a good battle. These two, Ricciardo and Alonso, have formed a bit of a rivalry in this save. And Daniel Ricciardo is going to fly up to the tight left hand, a long way round, get your foot down in front of Fernando, and gets that done. Everyone through, it looks like, the first few corners. And now you get this massive long straight. And, yeah, we're going to see how Daniel does here. Get on that aggression like we love to see you do as Ollie Bearman in a bit of a battle behind with Sergio Perez. And, Perez went... Surely Perez has underfloor damage there. That was horrendous. But he managed to get through with no damage, apparently. So, Daniel Ricciardo in 4th behind Lando Norris, who has pulled away. Yeah, our straight line speed isn't the best. So, it's these corners where we need to make up our time. The corner sections, but we shall see. Ollie Bearman drops behind Sergio Perez. I predicted Bearman would be qualifying 10th, so given the fact that he's still battling around in 7th. He's doing a really good job. And he's actually overtaken Fernando Alonso as well, so good on him. Daniel Ricciardo is putting a bit of space in between, but yeah, a long way off Lando Norris in 3rd. Ollie Bearman having a few battles in there with the Aston Martins, so doing a decent job as Oscar Piastri sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix just yet. Sergio Perez on those soft tyres, giving Daniel Ricciardo something to think about. And we should probably not fight him too much. Daniel, yellow flag somewhere. I don't know if anyone's tumbling down the order. Can't see anything just yet. So probably Logan Sargent. Yep, Sargent locked up at the end. There you go. He's so shit. Get him out of the sport. Bloody hell. Get him out of the sport. Right, so we can push these mediums for a little bit. Ollie Bearman can't really... Although you are on aggressive, so Ollie Bearman can push them somewhat. And it looks like Ollie Bearman's got past Stroll. Is he going to get past Stroll? I think he is. Good work. Daniel Ricciardo, I didn't have him on deploy. So that's probably why he wasn't keeping up with Lando Norris. But now he can deploy his battery and try and keep up with Sergio Perez in front of him, who has closed the gap to Lando. So yeah, if we can keep hold of Sergio Perez, that would be lovely. So Daniel Ricciardo is just about holding on to DRS, and Sergio Perez has lost it to Oscar Piastri. So we could be back at just the right time to see an overtake here. As Daniel Ricciardo potentially trying to look up the inside. He's being aggressive. Gets it done. Yellow flag somewhere. It's not Ollie Bearman. Safety car is out and about. And I think this is going to come a little bit too early for everybody, I'd suggest. Maybe some of the soft runners would pit on this, but I just feel like a safety car now is too early to do anything. Potentially you can get on the hards and drag them out, but we're only on like lap 8 or something. But a safety car, as we came back to see Danny Rick just get in front of Sergio Perez just before the safety car, and it was George Russell. He had the inside. Does he get clobbered from behind? Yes, he does. And oh yeah, that's not a good incident. That could be both. Is that both of them out, or is George Russell still going? Right, we have a decision to make here. Ollie Bearman, you would be my guinea pig. If we knock that down and put those hards on now, you can get to that point 12 seconds slower, but we've already done our pit stop. We're going to risk it for a biscuit and get a cheaper pit stop with Ollie Bearman. That's what we can try. Magnussen is out. George Russell is out. Both are out. And there you go. Everybody's pitting. The leaders are pitting. Norris comes in off his softs. Verstappen off his mediums. I think we keep Ricciardo out. Or do we put him onto softs? How many softs has Daniel Ricciardo got? How many softs has Daniel... If we put softs in here on normal and then hards, like you could do hards to the end like that. Although, no, hang on, because the softs are going to go on there. I mean, I don't think that's any better. The softs are going to degrade exactly the same. So either you put the hards on now. If you go on low, you can't even get them to the end. So you could go hard, then soft. But yeah, you're just getting... No, I think we're going to leave Daniel out. I think we're going to cancel that. We're going to leave Daniel as is, and Bearman's going to be our pitting gear pig. I'm intrigued. I'm committing to leaving Daniel out. I'm intrigued to see what these guys are going to go on to. Verstappen's going mediums to hards, yeah. So he's gone hards. Norris soft to hards. Piastri, they're double stacking soft to hards. Bearman's coming in, we know that. Leclerc putting on the mediums. Sainz double stacked as well, hards. Alonso is doing medium to. So everyone's just putting on the hards. I don't mind that. Like, yeah, Danny Rick's going to be out in front. He's going to be on worn tyres, but I still think with this stint in the middle where we're pushing, literally everybody's pitted, but I don't mind keeping Daniel out. I really don't. Okay, so the safety car is coming in on this lap. So let's just forward it a little bit until we get round, because this is not the time to brake, is it? You're going to go somewhere here. So deploy, push, attack, be aggressive off the start. Come on, boys. Come on, lads. Right. So we're watching off the back of Daniel Ricciardo, who leads this Grand Prix from the safety car. Everybody else pitted. Daniel Ricciardo tries to go. Obviously, they're all on fresh tyres, so they're going to have better grip. But we're on the mediums. So let's see. Let's see how this goes. As you can see, Lando Norris looking for a space against Daniel Ricciardo. He's in the lead. He's in the lead of a Grand Prix. He is in the lead of a Grand Prix. There's going to be no room there for Lando Norris. You would imagine, as the DRS opens up after the first restart lap, that we could be in a bit of pain. But this is where we need to go. We need to go. In the corner sections is where we should be able to make our speed. Their slipstream is huge. Lando Norris pulling away from Max Verstappen as well. And there is Lando diving up the inside of Daniel Ricciardo. Will he hold on to it? We've got the inside here. Force him wide. Force him off. Okay, we're going to be sitting in second for a little while. That's not too bad, though, because we have this pace coming down the straight with a bit of slipstream and deploying our battery as well. And we're back in the lead. We are back in the lead. Oliver Behrman in 6th. Just about keeping up with Charles Leclerc for DRS when it opens up. But I'm happy. I'm happy with how we sit at the moment. Let's conserve our energy, conserve our fuel and stuff like that. Daniel Ricciardo, what can you do? I don't expect him to hold it for long, but I don't think the change of strategy was that necessary. I really don't. I know everyone else pitted, but I don't think it was that necessary. Charles Leclerc, by the way, will be pulling away from Ollie Behrman because he's on mediums. Like, medium, hard, 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 medium, hard, 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 medium, medium, medium. So, most people went to the hards, and I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do. Are they going to run them soft and do a one-stop, or are they going to run them normally and just get on the soft tyre? Whereas we're going to push these and then push our hard tyre. So I think we can ease off a little bit and potentially hang on to the back of everybody else, because they're on the hards, so it's not going to be like brutal keeping up with them. It shouldn't be anyway. So Lando Norris should pass us here, which then should give us the DRS into the next big straight, and then in the corners we've got a very good car. I mean, Lando just 100% cut that corner there. 100% just cut the corner. Unbelievable. But yeah, it doesn't matter because we get it now, and us and Lando can just hop each other along, because Piastri is not really keeping up, to be honest. So yeah, if we can just keep hopping with each other, that is absolutely lovely. Even if we just deploy a little bit out of here as well, just give us a bit more pace through the corners. I'm more than happy, Daniel. More than happy. Okay, so Daniel Ricciardo has lost pace to the leaders. I mean, we held Norris up for a bit, Piastri, Verstappen, Leclerc, but on their new tyres they have passed him. However, I still think he's in a really good position. He's 6th. We've got a few more laps until he pits onto these hards. We're going to push those hards really hard, which will gain him positions. Yes, everyone had a slightly shorter pit stop because it was a safety car, but a lot of them double stacked. So I think we're fine. I do like it. Ollie Behrman is really struggling on these hard tyres. He's just not having much luck with them, to be honest. We can probably run him back into balance now. But yeah, he's losing out to quite a lot of people. And he's now actually just dropped out the points with Tsunoda passing him there. But yeah, you got to feel for him a little bit. But he'll be okay. He'll be okay as the race develops. Yeah, he's not the best on the hard tyre, and he's got other people on softer tyres overtaking him, and generally better drivers as well. But we'll see. Danny Rick is still our main focus of this race, and I do think once his pit strategy plays out, it will be fine. It will be fine. So he was what, 4th or 5th when the safety car happened, and we left him out, and now he's 7th, but he's going to come out on much fresher tyres that he can push when everyone else is struggling on their hards. So it just depends how far down he drops, and because of the safety car, everyone's bunched up a little bit. It's going to be difficult, but I think he can cut through traffic in Qatar. I think there's plenty of overtaking spots where he can get something done. So, yeah, I'm not too disappointed. So Daniel Ricciardo has just been passed by his teammate Ollie Bearman. So it's an interesting strategy, but I still stick with it, and I still think it's going to work out for Daniel Ricciardo in the long run. But we shall see. We shall see. But at the moment, Ollie Bearman is up into 9th, so he's suddenly rediscovered his driving ability, which is great. And yeah, both drive. I'm okay. It's fine. Yes, come in onto those hards and push those hards very hard indeed, Daniel. And here is Daniel Ricciardo then into the pit lane. What can he do? Where's he going to... He's going to come out quite low down, but I believe in Daniel Ricciardo. He's had such a good season for us. He may even come out last, to be honest. But he's going to get onto those hard tyres. Man, it's a long pit stop, isn't it? 2.6. 2.6 isn't dreadful. Where is Zhou? Zhou's passed him as well. It depends if he gets free air. If he comes out and gets free air, ideally just in front of Zhou would be amazing, because he'll have loads of free air in front of him. He is out in front of Guan Yu Zhou. Guan Yu Zhou's got the momentum, though. And, yeah, okay, he has got past him. But we should be quite easy to pass Guan Yu Zhou and get into that free air that we need, because we now have these hard tyres that we are pushing to the maximum. And let's see how Daniel gets on. We kept him out when literally all of the other drivers pitted under that safety car. So, yeah, let's see. Let's wait and see. A safety car now, and we're absolutely laughing with Daniel Ricciardo. And while I've been focusing on Daniel Ricciardo, Ollie Bearman is past Lance Stroll up the inside. Lovely manoeuvre from our little Englishman. He's doing a great job. And this is what we wanted from Daniel Ricciardo. Absolutely cutting his way through the order here. Doing a fantastic job. Already back up to 13th. So, yes, there's a big gap. There's big gaps ahead. But these tyres, pushing them hard, he's doing a great job. And it's not going to be long until he's back into like the points-paying positions. So, yeah, I'm happy. Very happy. He's showing the speed he's got and the pace he's got. And he's being aggressive. He's getting it done. His tyres have got good grip. If you compare his tyres, 85%. Leclerc has pitted on to 95% tyres, but those softs aren't going to get him to the end, so he's pitting again as well. But yeah, I quite like it. Bottas coming into the pits, so we've only got Gasly in front of us now, who we should just absolutely blitz past, to be honest. Maybe not this corner, but on one of these corners we'll get past this very, very slow Alpine, which drives more like a boat than a Formula 1 car when you compare it to the rest of the grid. So come on, Daniel, I believe. Get it done and have some good pace, my friend. And he is going to have a look round the outside of Pierre Gasly, who defends it quite well. And but he can defend that all he wants, because we're going to have a lot of pace coming off here. So the man that we need to catch is Alex Albon, really. Hence why we're going to deploy our battery and let Daniel Ricciardo do his thing and get up there. Bearman just dropping off a little bit in a battle here with Lance Stroll. He has quite a lot of battery that he can utilise, though. So I'll focus on Oliver Bearman for a little bit longer. As you can see, other people now coming into pit, which is where I think this is going to help Daniel Ricciardo out, to be honest, because a lot of people are going to pit and he's just going to be able to jump them whilst going at quite a pace as well. So I do think it's going to be good for Daniel Ricciardo. And in all my management of managing Ollie Bearman, I missed that Daniel Ricciardo has actually caught up and passed Alex Albon, who was 15 seconds in front of him. That is awesome. Daniel Ricciardo is on a flyer. Oh, and Ollie Bearman's picked up a mechanical fault. He's got a mechanical fault with his engine. Oh, it's at high risk. A temporary power fault. That is going to really hurt him. That is. Let's go back into balance then. I don't know really what we can do here. I think he's going to get swallowed up by Stroll. Potentially Ricciardo, who's on a charge still. He's reduced that gap to Stroll by about 3 or 4 seconds already. But yeah, let's see. Ollie Bearman's so unlucky getting that, because he's driven really well today. Yeah, Alonso's just completely disappeared into the distance. So nothing else we can do. Just got to keep an eye on it. And a number of other cars are now coming into pit. And this is where Daniel Ricciardo should be able to make hay while the sun is shining. As you can see, Stroll, Norris, Sainz all in. Bearman goes up to 6th because of the pit stops that are happening. He's not far off his pit stop either. But yeah, still with that temporary, I don't think I've ever seen them recover, but a temporary engine fault on the last race of the season. He's doing a really good job. I keep saying it, but he is doing a really good job. And Daniel Ricciardo is doing well as well. Norris did just pit, right? Yeah, 99%. So, again, Danny's going to have a lot of pace at the end of the race on those soft tyres. So, he's definitely not out of it yet. Let's take him off battle assist. I just wanted him on there just while he charged up a little bit. But, yeah, this is going to be... I'm excited. I'm excited for the end of the race. I think Behrman will tumble down the order a little bit with that issue. But so far, so good for both. Yeah, Ollie Behrman's engine issue is really hurting him at the moment. Daniel Ricciardo's caught him up all the way here. Both of them are scheduled to pit at the same time. But I'm going to give preference to Daniel Ricciardo, obviously, because he's got more in this race. So I think we're going to pit Behrman a lap early onto the softs, and he may struggle to see them out to the end of the race. But we'll get Ollie Behrman out of the way of Daniel Ricciardo, get him into the pits because he can come in pretty much now, a lap early, and Daniel Ricciardo can stick to his strategy, which I think is working quite well. So that gets Behrman out of the way. Piastri's in as well. And Behrman, I just think, has been unlucky for the issue that he had on the final race of the season. We'll jump in with Ollie Behrman for his pit, see how it goes. Obviously, only 18 laps to go in this last final race in Abu Dhabi. Can they give Ollie Behrman a good stop for his last one? Oh, they can't. It's the back rear right. It's a 4.4 second stop. Not good for Ollie Behrman, but he'll do the best he can, I'm sure. He's going to come out not far off the points. It depends how much that changes to Lewis Hamilton. Is it going to be like 4 seconds? 7 seconds off Lewis Hamilton. So he's got a chance. If he can get these tyres to the end, he's got a chance. Let's give him a bit of a deployment help as well. So Daniel Ricciardo is just... Where is he? He's coming down... Oh, that's the other start-finish spaces, isn't it? So he's coming down the DRS zone. So he's going to be in onto the softs. Is anybody else ending on softs? Verstappen, Alonso, Behrman, obviously. Not many, so we could have a bit of a pace advantage at the end with Daniel Ricciardo. But I wonder if if Behrman didn't have that issue, could he catch up? Hamilton's still got a pit. Hamilton has still got to pit. Ollie Behrman's not out of the points yet. Ollie Behrman is not out of the points yet as Daniel Ricciardo comes in for his stop. And again, let's go to a slightly different view here and see what happens. Can the pit stop crew give Daniel Ricciardo one final good stop in this season? They've been getting better and better and better. Hamilton is in now, so Ollie Behrman should pass Lewis Hamilton in this situation. That's a good stop. 2.4. It's what Daniel Ricciardo needed. It really is what Daniel Ricciardo needed. As here comes Ollie Behrman. It's going to be close between these two. Ollie Behrman is just going to get the jump. But I think what we're going to do very early on in this situation is just let Daniel Ricciardo go past. So let's dive on board with Ollie Behrman and see if... There you go. So he's slowed down. He's going to let Daniel Ricciardo get the move done. It makes sense with the issue that Ollie Behrman has for that to happen. I know it's a bit harsh, but there's a nice gap. We can push Ollie Behrman now to make sure that he stays in DRS of Daniel Ricciardo. So let's not put battle assist on, but let's just make sure he gets towed along a little bit by Daniel Ricciardo, if possible. Obviously, Daniel Ricciardo doesn't have an engine issue and is a faster driver, so we'll see. Neutral, sit in top up now so that you don't actually go for the move. There we go, back into 0.3. In fact, just you can actually massively harvest up. You can massively harvest up now. And don't fight your teammate. And should we avoid you high-risk curbs for a little bit because of your engine issue? I think we will. So we just want Ollie Behrman to be pulled along by Daniel Ricciardo. Nothing more. He can keep it within range. That's fine. Keep it within that DRS second. But Daniel Ricciardo has got to make up 11 seconds on Lance Stroll. Can he do it? Can he do it? That's the question. Okay, Ollie Behrman just couldn't keep up with Daniel Ricciardo, so we've sort of let him go. He can have his own race. I think Tsunoda will reel him in because of that issue. But yeah, Danny Rick is hunting down Lance Stroll, so this should be quite a good end here. We're going to manage this He is catching Lance Stroll. The gap from Lance Stroll to Alonso is then quite big, but I think 8th is definitely on the cards. There is 13 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Daniel Ricciardo is having an absolute stormer. That is Lance Stroll, 1.3 seconds in front. He has had a fantastic drive. The different strategy to everyone else, yes, we've dropped lower down than when we started, but I think, you know, Behrman may have had a difference if he hadn't got the engine issue, but both drivers have done really, really well. And it's been a great season. I keep saying it, but it's been a fantastic season. If we can just catch Lance Stroll here, we're going to be in a great position to get a good, easy overtake done, to be honest. So, car's picking up a bit of vibration. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the vibration. Just feel it and enjoy it, Daniel. Feel it and enjoy it. Obviously, in real life, Daniel Ricciardo is basically going to be leaving F1. But, yeah, we are not currently fuel limited. No, we're not. We are good on fuel. And we can just get this done. Right, top up. We can get it. Let's see if we can get it done with top up. As Behrman isn't actually being caught by Yuki Tsunoda, who has his own issue at the moment. If Norris or Sainz have to retire, that would be massive for us. That would be absolutely massive. But even in top up, it looks like we're going to get this one done on Lance Stroll. And then we're going to have to see if we can accelerate away in this section here, because he's going to have the DRS. It might be a battle not actually worth fighting, and I think that is the realisation I'm very quickly coming to. So we'll go to that. Have we held him off there? We have held him off. Blimey hell. I mean, he's going to have enough time and space to get it done. No, he's not. Lance Stroll, you are rubbish, mate. How did you not get that done? So Daniel Ricciardo can do this battle himself, and he should pull away. 9 seconds to Alonso with 8 laps to go. That's a lot. That's a big ask. That is a big ask. Daniel Ricciardo has caught Fernando Alonso with a few laps to go. Well, 1.5, basically. So we're going to try and top up the battery, ready for the DRS. Ollie Behrman has extended the gap to Tsunoda and is catching Lance Stroll. I don't think he's quite going to have enough to get him, but it's been a fantastic drive from Behrman with that engine issue. And this is it. This is the final lap. No, this is 57. So we've got a little bit of time left on our hands to take Fernando Alonso. So I think we can probably harvest up and still have the pace to actually get him on the last lap. As will Behrman have enough to get Lance Stroll? Not sure. I don't think he's got enough battery to get it done, Ollie Behrman. But lap 57 of 58... we are harvesting up, and we are going to be within DRS of Fernando Alonso here. Doing a lovely job charging the battery, actually, Daniel. Really good stuff. And, yeah, Alonso's not going to get away that easily. 0.8, 0.7. We can just pop it into neutral now for this bit here. We got, let's put battle assist back on, just in this situation. But, again, we'll harvest up now that we've got, made sure we've got that DRS. As Leclerc starts the final lap, he's got a 2-second lead over Max Verstappen in this one. As Daniel Ricciardo really closing the gap there to Fernando Alonso. Don't really want you to get it done on this lap, Daniel. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to have plenty of battery for the last lap. Plenty of battery. Oh, Ollie Behrman is there with Lance Stroll, and he gets him. Go on, Ollie, lad. Go on, Ollie. We do need to focus on Daniel Ricciardo at the moment. Daniel Ricciardo comes through. When do I want to time this? The second DRS straight is really when I want to time this right. Really, that's when you want to get this done. So, as long as we're close, final lap then of the first season with Brawn GP 2. So here we go. Harvest up here. Just make sure we're saving our battery for the right location. Ollie Behrman is just about going to get those tyres home, I think. Like, just stay behind him, Daniel. You don't need to do it now. You don't need to do it on this first DRS straight. Just don't worry about it. Don't let him go here. Just get in behind him. That's fine. That's fine, because we're going to get the DRS. Don't make a lunge in this bit. We've got so much battery that we can deploy. In fact, we're just going to tell Ollie Behrman to get rid of his battery. Right. Take battle assist off. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Here we go. Charles Leclerc wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to see out the season for Ferrari, and a good job. But Daniel Ricciardo is going to power this one home. And it's going to be a great race, a great season for Brawn GP2. And what a season. What a season it's been. Up into P7. Basically left Fernando Alonso for dead because we managed the battery really well. And Ollie Bearman has left Stroll for dead, already 2 seconds ahead of him as well. As here comes Daniel Ricciardo. He's going to get 7th on his final race of the season. A really good showing from both the Brawn drivers. Ollie Bearman, applaud him home. There we go. Daniel Ricciardo home in 7th. Let's watch Ollie Bearman finish this, as he's got a back marker that he needs to get past, but that shouldn't be a problem. Ollie Bearman comes home in 9th to take up 2 points. What a season. Well done, boys. Well done. And there, Charles Leclerc climbed 11 places. What a race from him. Daniel Ricciardo drops down 3. Ollie Bearman drops down 2. But yeah, fantastic. Daniel Ricciardo 7th in the standings, 155 points. That puts Ollie Bearman into the top 10, which is amazing. And in the constructors, we definitely secure 4th place. Absolutely superb. Did we have a quick pit stop? No, we didn't. That's annoying. But we do finish 9th in the pit stop challenge. 2.4s were our best all round. Loads more money coming into the team as well. Oh, what a season. The end of season 1 done and dusted. We will definitely be back for season 2. As I said, get your recommendations in for what tracks you would like to see or not see in next season. What sprint races would you like to see? And everything like that. Helipad is upgraded as well. What a way to end the season that is. Isaac Hajar, who's joining us, wins F2, which is good for him. And Andrea Kimi Antonelli is going to Mercedes next year, and our front wing research is complete as well. So we secure 4th in the Constructors Championship. We get all of that good stuff done. I wanted to see, I can't remember how the season ends here, if it does give you a little summary of what's happening before you go into season 2, but I want to do the season 2 pre-season in the next video anyway. So I think we'll end it on Christmas Day, when we're going to get the news of this facility upgrade as we get to the race simulator level 4, which is great. Hello, Cultured. I wanted to offer my congratulations. You blew us out of the water. Yes, I did, Mike. Yes, we did. Survey results, enthusiastic, enthusiastic, enthusiastic. Everyone's enthusiastic. And the race simulator is done. We end the season with £27 million in bank. We had £14 million left of our cost cap as well, 10% of it. So we did a really good job there. The drivers were absolutely superb. We secured 4th in the Constructors Championship. In the drivers, Daniel Ricciardo secured 7th, which was really good. And in the fastest pit stop, we did secure 9th at the end of the day. We'll be back for the start of Season 2 in the next episode. Give me all your love, all your likes, all your thoughts in the comments below. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.